In this video, we are going to go through the introduction of database management system. A collection of programs that enable user to create and maintain database. It's a software used by the designers to arrange the data and organize it for the purpose of querying and making reports. It facilitates the process of defining, constructing, manipulating database for various applications. Let's find out what are these. Defining. Specify the data types, constraints, structures for the data to be stored in database. Like if it is a customer data and we have the name, then we need to represent it using string or char. If it is an age, we can represent it using int. Then constraints like null and not null values and the structure. Next, constructing, storing the data. Finally, the manipulating. Manipulating can be divided into three parts. Querying the database to retrieve specific data. Update the database and generate reports. Level of abstraction. In the database management system, there may be many tier architecture. Here, we are going to look at three-tier architecture. First, physical level, logical level, and view level. First, the physical level describes how a record is stored. For an example, if there is a data related to an order and customer and the account he had in the shop, then that record can be stored as customer data, order data, and account data. Then logical level, which describe data stored in database and the relationship among data, such as the entities, the constraints, and the data types of each instance's data and the information about the variables. And finally, the view level. Application program hides the detail of data types and information. Like there can be several views for different types of users. The views hide the details and the information for the security purpose. Like they hide the salary information, and in a student database system they may hide the GPA. And now for the security purpose, like they hide the salary information, and in a student database system they may hide the GPA. And now let's move on to the view of data. There are three views. First one, physical level. In the physical level, it shows us about the part of the DB the data exists. Then logical level, which identify the entities, attributes, and the relationship among them. Then the view level. As I mentioned earlier, there can be many views for the security purpose and other purpose by the different applications. Now, let's move on to instances and schemas. Schema, the logical structure of the database. There are two types of schema, the physical schema and the logical schema. Physical schema describe how the data is stored in the disk, like file organizations and indexing. Logical schema represent the relations, tables, and the relationship among the tables and relations. Instances, the actual content of data. Instances and schemas. Schema, the logical structure of the database. There are two types of schema, physical schema and the logical schema. Physical schema is the physical data which available in the disk. Logical schema is the logical structure of database which include attributes, entities and other constraints applied on it. Instances, the actual content of database at a particular point in time. Like the schema cannot be changed frequently, but the instance can be changed according to time. Let's look through an example. There are two tables, customer and order. The attributes are mentioned here. So, the attributes with their type are called the schema. It defined when the database is designed. But here the actual values in particular time is instance. Like C13 is the custom ID, Nimal is the name, 27 is the age and O18 is the order ID. Here these actual contents are instance and this is the schema. Now let's data independence. Capacity of changing the schema at one level without affecting others, like physical level, view level and logical level. Logical data independence. Protection from changes in the logical structure of data, like relations, the constraint applied on the relations. And next, the physical data independence. Protection from changes in physical structure of data, like changes in the storage level, changes in the file organization, changes in the indexing without affecting the logical structure of data. These are the two types of data independence, like logical and physical data independence. Now, that's all for the video, and next video we are going to look at the data models in database design.